Hello my beautiful co-creators, Lilou here. I want to do this video about fear, about healing, about what happens when we start opening our heart. Because I was having a conversation yesterday with Anne-Sophie, one of my best friends, definitely one of my soulmates here in London and in the world. And I really realized, looking back at this journey since the beginning of the Open Heart 100-Day Challenge and really allowing myself to live with an open heart, is that there's a lot, and I'm going to say it again, a lot of healing that took place. And I don't know if you noticed the difference. I'm personally noticing it, the difference a few weeks ago even, before I went to France, while I was in France. And this took a lot of healing. And by healing, before that healing can take place, it means that those things come up to the surface. Those things can be past experience, some things that you thought you dealt with, some fears. And I can tell you, when I got in France, I was oversensitive. Anything, I was staying at my mom's. I really felt like my soul wanted to be in France at the time. And frankly, I couldn't do any other way financially, so I decided to be in France, to stay there. And it was confronting. It was waking up fears within my mom. It was waking up fears within myself. I felt lost. And at the same time, still with those tools and still knowing and still living with an open heart. But it really meant going through this process of being really in touch with those fears. And most of the time I have a feeling, and this is one of the conversations we had yesterday with Anne-Sophie, is that sometimes things like that happen in our life and we thought we dealt with it, but we didn't really dealt with it, and then it come back, and then it comes and you're making yourself wrong for it, and you're trying to push them down again and not really deal with them and not seeing them. And I just want to tell you, let them be and really even welcome them, because this means that you can finally complete a cycle. This means that there's finally something. Just go with it. And even if it means crying for a day, crying for 2 days, 3 days, just go with it and don't be scared about it. Yes, it is painful once you're there, but then something amazing and magical opens up from that point. And this, I swear, is really, really worth going through this process. And what you find at the end is love. So it is worth it. And this is part of the challenge. And it's normal if you're going through this. It's perfectly normal. And the difference it's going to make this time is that you're going to go through it and you're going to accept it and you're going to be with it and you're going to look at it and you're going to see that all this, might not be that bad, and there's some healing, yes, and there might be some conversation that need to take place. I cannot even tell you how many conversations I had with my mother, with my father, with the boyfriend of my mother. There's been some betrayal, there's been so many things that I thought I had dealt with, that I've been speaking about over and over and over again, but that I've never really wanted to confront. So I'm not surprised that my soul decided for me to stay 6 weeks with my mother, and I was really worried, let me tell you, because we really have an history of just at some point it clashes. And at some point during this, thanks to my coach, very supportive coach Laurel from the New World Institute, and I actually have to update you guys on what happened there because it's absolutely amazing. I created a wonderful purpose statement that I'm going to share soon with you. But really, it was about, I even said to my mom, I said, listen, I'm here to do the soul work and to discover really what my purpose is, to spend some time in nature, to heal. I said, if you don't give me the space for me to just be with it, and if you keep on projecting your fears like that and keep on being hard on me, I won't be able to find this work. And this is really important. I said, I know you're not going to understand. You might not understand what I'm going through, but I just ask you, I just need your love right now. I can't even tell you how many times I had to say that. And I, frankly, I wasn't giving much love to myself, of course. So my mom probably wasn't even able to. But I had to tell her either this or, Mom, I'm going away somewhere else. I have some other options. I don't have to stay here. But because I said the most important is our relationship, that it doesn't get deteriorated. I said I would love to stay, if not, and you have the choice. She gave, of course, she gave, you know, she said, yes, you're welcome here. So then there was some kind of context, you know, and I clearly announced what happened. And it doesn't mean that from that point on it was all fluffy and amazing, you know, and just pure love between us. No, far from it. But at least from there, we start digging, and I would allow myself, and I had created that context, so that was a very powerful thing to do. But as I said, lots of crying, lots of healing, lots of conversations. I really went at some point in the nature, and I was just, please, you know, what's going on? Why is it being so difficult? Why am I going through all this? Why isn't it, you know, why didn't this open up? Why am I not successfully financially as I've always wanted to? What am I doing wrong? You know, just making myself wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong until I got to the point of who I am, you know, is love. Who I am is not alone. I can connect at any time with nature. And really starting to embrace that and to open up my heart fully even more and to receiving that love. Nature, I've had some amazing experience with nature in the woods, and I can tell you, listen to this interview with Satish Kumar. It's an interview I did with him called Communicating with the Heart, from the Heart. No, that's another, sorry. Communicating with Nature. And he explains how to communicate with nature. And I had the most transcendental experience, beautiful, connecting with nature and receiving the love, re-energizing, just letting it all in, feeling connected. And you know, I'm still at a place where right now I'm in London, most likely moving to France because I really feel my heart is in France. The situation on the outside level is the same, but I'm not reacting the same way. Many things came in the picture, including interviewing a lot of authors. That's been definitely beneficial. I've shared those with you, including going in nature, yes. Including doing the diamond alignment, yes. Including having a coach, Laurel, yes. Including being part of the 100-day challenge community, yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's not just one thing. Are you committed to your healing? Are you committed to live your best life? Well, then there's some work, there's some things to be done, but the things just happens, the things manifest themselves, the things come together, the right people. All this, I just attracted that. I've attracted from the diamond alignment to the finding out about it. It just came about, finding out about engaging myself in the Open Heart 100-day challenge, reaching out those authors, but they all came all at once more than ever. I didn't do anything in particular, but I wasn't sitting at home doing nothing. And I did make myself wrong in the process a little for crying and going through so many emotions and stirring all this up again. But that was part of the process, so I want to really, this message might be just for you right now, to just, you know, embrace that moment, because something amazing will come out of it, and it's normal. And actually, if this wasn't happening, that means you're still not fully opening up, so it's a good sign. I want to let you know that I love you, that we're all connected, and I send you much love. You have my full support in this process. And please send a video, send a comment. I want to do more and more response to those. So feel free, and I send you much love again. And have a beautiful diamond day. Bye.